Hi, Antonio here with bugaren.com. I'm wearing my headphones because I'm doing a test to see what kind of noise we're picking up with the microphones of the slider. The slider is about 5 feet away from me right now, and I'm using the lap mic right now. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and do a three clap so I can sync this up. And so I'm recording, like I said, directly into Sony Vegas Pro right here instead of recording to the Zoom. And all of these cameras are also recording. And so that camera, I mean, that slider over there is going back and forth, probably a minute and 20 seconds between, from one side to the other. So I'm going to be quiet for a while and let this mic pick up the noise. Do keep in mind, though, that I have a computer over here, and this light over here is making some noise. But anyway, I'm going to be quiet and give you about 10 seconds of silence. I hear a lot of noise with this. Okay, so now there's a lot of things also that you can do to prevent noise. Put the slider a little bit further back, zoom in with your zoom lens. As you can see with this camera, we're recording, and you can see in front right there something that you can put in front of the slider. I just have it down right now, but in a bit I'll put it back up. That can prevent the noise from coming through, at least deaden the noise a little bit, dampen the noise a little bit, I guess is the correct word. But anyway, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to switch to this microphone right here. Okay, this microphone is really quiet, picking up a little tiny bit of the slider and some of the computer. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, this is the slider. One of the other questions that one of my clients had, or somebody who's interested in the slider, is how much weight could the tiny slider handle? Right here we have 1/4 pound and 1/4, that's 2.5. 2.5 and 2.5, that's 5. So we have a total of 7.5 plus 1.5, that's 9 pounds right here. And I did this video already once, and I haven't charged the battery, so let's hopefully it'll go okay. So I'm going to go ahead and see how it does, okay? So that's 9 pounds right there. I'm going to speed it up just so you can see that it can handle it just fine. I'm shooting this at the shutter speed 100. I can't remember why or how it ended up at 100, but anyway. I'm going to go ahead and slow it down. Right there. Now, if you are in total silence, you're going to hear the noise, but not really bad. There's two sliders. One of them is just right here. Now, if you set it to the very slowest speed, you get a tiny little bit of a vibration, but not a lot. But you can adjust it just a little bit up. But it's quieter at the slowest speed. Now, it's about 1.5 minutes between here and here. This is the 24-inch slider right here. By the time you take the legs away and then the size of the carriage, you end up with about 14 inches of travel. Now let me get out of here real quick and show you something else. Now, one of the reasons why I think you can see that right here. One of the reasons why I'm very specific about the inches travel. Before we go through with this, I'm going to go ahead and put on both microphones. Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're picking up with this microphone on the right side and this one on the left. I can hear a lot of noise with this one. There's something wrong with this mic. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. Okay, I'm only using this one right here. So anyway, because when you set this up to your slider, now do keep in mind that this dice will also do time lapse. So you can set it out so it moves very, very slowly if you're doing time lapse. But if you're doing an interview, that's as slow as it'll go right there. And so it's up to you to adjust it. It's up to you to set it up in a manner that you have the noise as far away from you as possible, and it will work. These things are used in podcasts and interviews all the time. It's just a matter of learning how to set it up. So the reason why I'm telling you that it's 14 inches of actual travel is because when you set it up right here, you have the ability to set it up to whatever distance you want. In this particular case, if you're going the entire length of the slider, you are looking at 14 inches. You know that battery just went dead. And so what I'm going to do is grab another one. And do keep in mind that you don't have to use the batteries. You can use an AC/DC adapter right here, so you won't have to have the problem. You won't have the problem of the batteries. And you always start it in the center when you are doing this sort of thing. If you're doing time lapse, you can start it either at the right side or the left. Oh, that battery is also dead. Okay, I went ahead and started it again. The battery went bad on this one. I mean, it didn't go bad, it ran out. So anyway, as I was saying before, we are in a room right now that has wooden floors. It has no insulation, nothing to keep the noise from bouncing back and forth. So it's really up to you to find a way to reduce the noise as much as possible. And there is a way to do it. And these sliders are not loud. Now I'm going to be quiet for a second. We're using this microphone right now. Okay. So I'll get this uploaded, take a look at it. I can't remember all the questions you had. Hopefully I've answered all of them, but I'll be doing a couple of videos here real soon again. Oh yes, this right here, you've asked if it could be extended. This right here is a prototype, this plate right here, that would allow you to put two of these together, and I will have a video with that next week showing how it works. And oh yes, just one more thing. If you need a long extension cord, this one right here, for example, is it's a long way. That's probably 5 feet right here, and it stretches even more than that. But if you do need an extension, there you have a coupling. It's about $3 online, and then you get an extension to that. So I'll get this uploaded and let me know what's going on. Okay? All right, thank you.